All right, let's get going with Midge Purce here in her 5th cap. Congratulations. Jeff Kassouf, go ahead.
Midge, I'm just wondering from your perspective, a lot of 1v1 battles there out wide. As you're kind of going through that and trying to, at least for you in the attacking sense, figure out what's going to work, what's not working. Just kind of wondering how you felt yourself adapting and what you were sort of seeing there from what Canada was presenting defensively as you tried to attack on the flank.
Yeah, I think I personally don't feel my 1v1s were good enough. I think I'm a better 1v1 defender, and I give so much credit to their Chapman and their outside backs because they did a good job. They blocked a lot of crosses, but I think that myself, I could do a lot better in my 1v1s.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. Let's go to Meg Linehan. Meg, you're up.
Midge, kind of in a similar vein, just it felt like Vlatko also was giving the team some time to try to problem solve a bit throughout that first half and then into the start of the second. I was just wondering if there were any discussions in terms of how to start actually approaching breaking Canada down.
Am I allowed to tell Vlatko's tactics? Get me in trouble. Yes, Vlatko does. The entire coaching staff does a really good job preparing us for the different formations and tactics that we might see from Canada, and we were prepared for what they showed us.
Yeah, it was more just in terms of what the game was actually telling you throughout that first half, especially. Like, were there discussions actually more on the field in terms of where you had to make adjustments?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I could hear Abby and Becky. There were a lot of pauses for injuries or in the first half, and we were talking a lot. And we tried to make little adjustments here and there. Some things worked, some things didn't. But I think we found a lot more joy in the second half.
Perfect. Thanks, Mitch. Wasn't trying to get you in trouble.
First rule of post-game pressers, don't get Midge in trouble. Let's go with Steph Young. Go ahead, Steph.
Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Midge. So before the game, Lynn Williams talked about it's always nice to beat Canada, then you go back to your club team and maybe talk a little crap to each other. After SheBelieves tournament is over and you guys go back to intercell clubs, is that something that you like to partake in?
Well, this is my 5th cap. So, I don't know. Maybe. I'm hoping Kaylin's okay. I really am fond of her as a person and a player, so I don't know if there'll be much to say there, but I haven't had that opportunity before, but I'm happy to now have the privilege and the option.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Let's go to Dan Pentland. Go ahead, Dan.
Thanks, Aaron. Hi, Midge. I just wanted to know, obviously you're relatively inexperienced on the senior international stage. What does it do for your own game playing alongside experienced centre-backs Abby and Becky?
Yeah, gosh. I think it's really hard for me to accurately articulate how much I've learned from those two, from Crystal, from Kelly, from Sonnet, from literally everyone in the back line, and Vlatko being a defender through and through. I think defending and the back line is his baby, and so he's very particular about the information that he gives us. So I've gotten a more in-depth perspective of the game, and I think that I'm becoming a better just player in general.
Thanks, Midge. Let's go to Jonathan Tannenwald. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Thank you, Aaron. I'm just curious as to what the conversations have been like with Vlatko about, the depth chart and sort of where things are, and because you've clearly risen up it quite a bit in the last couple of weeks, so it seems. What does he have to say to you about it?
Vlatko tells me to go on the field and defend and go forward, and that is all I do. And should I be so lucky to be considered in depth charts or whatever he has in his journal or notebook, I don't know what's in there, but I know what my job is to do on the field, and that's very clear.
If I can follow up real quick, you mentioned he mentioned that he tells you to go forward and all that, and obviously you play also on your club team, with a setup that lets you get forward a lot, and I wonder, how much Crystal spoke a couple days ago about the freedom that the outside backs have in the Blacko system. Again, I don't want to get you in trouble and reveal too much of the playbook per se, but what's your sort of perspective on the freedom that the outside backs have?
I'm really happy with how encouraging Vlatko and the entire staff has been with having me express myself and be myself on the ball going forward. I think it's something that he values, and it's something that I'm trying to fine-tune and make sure that it's good enough for this team at all times, not just a one-off. But no, he's encouraging of everyone going forward. He just he's like, make sure you get back and that we handle the defensive responsibilities.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, JT. Alonzo Contreras, go ahead.
Thank you, Aaron. Congrats for another win. I would like to ask you, how was playing with Katerina Macario in the same size? Sometimes I saw that you guys doing overlaps, transitions. How was the experience to play with another player that also was a second, third cap? Thank you.
Yes, of course. No, I love playing with Kat. I mean, if I'm being honest, there's not one person who I dislike playing with on the team. I feel privileged to play with every player because they bring so many different tools. But Kat is obviously, she's very special, and it's always exciting. I told her, like, we're connected forever because we scored our first goals together. So it's just fun, and I enjoy watching her play, and it's fun playing with her.
Thanks. Let's go to Brad Saxton. Go ahead, Brad.
Hi, thank you. Congratulations on the win. Just a quick question about Lavelle Rose. How did you rate her performance when she came off the bench? And would you class her as the game changer?
Yeah, Rose was remarkable. Her goal was beautiful. Everyone who stepped into the game, I think, did a picturesque job of what you would want someone coming into the game to do. They kind of give you so much more confidence. They let you kind of take a breath. They make everything significantly easier, and that's exactly what she did.
Thank you.
Well said. A couple more for Midge here. Let's go to Seth Bertelli. Go ahead, Seth.
Midge, there's a lot of talk about the depth on this team, and I would say rarely has there been such a clear demonstration of that than a substitution where Lavelle, Morgan, and Press all come in at the same time. How do you feel the game changed from those three being introduced?
Yeah, well, we scored. That was great. And then, gosh, I think, Rose in particular, she brings this creativity that is just so special, and it's like you get lost watching it, and I have to remind myself, I'm like, get up, go with the team, because like you can just get lost watching her. And then Alex, she had some really so close finishes that were also brilliant. And Press, like it. I don't know what else to say besides they come on and it's exciting and it's uplifting and it makes you believe even more that we're going to close this game out, and there's this confidence that it gives you seeing who's on the field and who can come on the field.
Thanks, Mitch.
Awesome. Let's go to Sydney Hunt. Go ahead, Sydney.
Mitch, can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. I was going to be here in just checking. But kind of want to get your thoughts. I don't know if you heard it, but Desiree Scott, I think 2 minutes before you came out, said maybe you underestimated what Canada could bring with some of the key players missing. Wondering if you could kind of comment on that.
Oh. I disagree. I don't think. Yeah, no, absolutely not. I just saw Desi. I said hi to her. Yeah, no, I don't think we underestimate them by any means. I think it was very clear how talented and how strong the players they have are and what their depth chart is. And, you know, the speech Vlatko gave before, the theme of it was, this is the game. This is our game. And it's always special when you play Canada, and it's always going to be a really difficult game. And I don't think that sentiment was expressed by anyone.
Last one for Midge Purce goes to Alex Ozzie. Go ahead, Alex.
Hey, Midge. As the jaded reporter that I am, I'm loving your kind of kid in candy shop energy. And I'm curious with the 5 caps that you now have under your belt, kind of how you balance like the excitement that you feel at, you know, putting on a U.S. national team jersey versus needing to, you know, get out there and do your job.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm still figuring it out, to be honest. I think it's really interesting because I actually was talking about this with Lynn the other day. This team is so interesting because while you're competing with each other and against each other for spots as well, you're also a team, and I think you lean on each other a lot, and that's something I've seen, and that's something that I've done as well. So I think just being here has been a privilege, but I'm trying to, you know, earn every call up, call back, you know, make a name for myself, and earn the trust of my teammates. That's something that's really important to me. I want everyone to be confident in me if they see me coming on the field, if they see me starting, and know that I'll handle the responsibilities and be there. But no, it's a great time. I think it's just as fun as it looks, but I think it's also a lot of hard work.
Awesome. Thanks, Midge. Appreciate it.